How many times have you logged into Shopify and immediately felt lost? You know what you want to do, maybe you want to add a new necklace or check if that order shipped, but you have no idea where to find it. I spent my first month clicking around Shopify like I was playing hide and seek with my own business. I remember wasting 20 minutes just trying to add a product, and I once spent an entire afternoon hunting for shipping settings because I needed to update my rates for a jewelry show. Now, here's what really frustrated me. Every tutorial would casually say, just go to your settings without actually showing me where the settings was. Or they'd say, click on products, like that was supposed to mean something when I'm staring at a screen full of random menu options. I've coached over 200 jewelry business owners, and I still see experienced business owners clicking around randomly, hoping they don't accidentally break something important. They are paying monthly for this platform, but they're still spending more time fighting the interface than actually running their jewelry business, which is no bueno. So if you've ever felt like Shopify was really designed by people who forgot that normal humans need to use it, you are absolutely right. And so we're going to fix that right now. The truth is, Shopify wasn't really built for jewelry business owners. It was built for developers and agencies who already know where everything lives. So most of the Shopify tutorials are made by people who've been using it for years and completely forgot what it's like to be brand new. They navigate on muscle memory and skip all the basics, but once you understand how Shopify is actually organized, you'll navigate it faster than people who've been using it for years, but never really learned the system properly. I've watched jewelry business owners waste hours every week just trying to find basic functions, and I've also seen people manage their entire store in under 30 minutes a day because they know exactly where everything is. And so if you're trying to navigate by guessing instead of understanding the logic, that's what we want to talk about. Shopify has a specific way that it's organized. But if nobody explains that to you, you're just clicking randomly. You're overwhelmed because Shopify shows you everything all at once. The platform can do a million things, but as a jewelry business owner, you probably need about 15 of the functions on a regular basis, and the rest is just noise. So you're following tutorials that assume you already know the basics. Everybody wants to teach you the advanced marketing strategies, but nobody wants to show you where to find your inventory levels. And here's the hardest truth. Every minute that you spend hunting for basic functions is a minute that you're not spending on marketing or creating or actually making sales, which is what we want you to be doing in your business. So Shopify has 3 main areas, and each one has a different purpose. So the first is your admin dashboard. This is where you are going to manage your actual business, your orders, your customers, your inventory, your shipping. And this is where you're going to spend most of your time. Your theme customizer is where you'll make your store look good for your customers. So this is completely separate from running your business. And then your settings is where you're going to set up the foundation, the payments, the shipping rates, the tax settings. You set these up once and then you rarely touch them. So most people get confused because they're looking for business functions in the design area, or they're trying to find the theme settings in the business dashboard, and those are totally separate. And so we have a step-by-step game plan for you. And in week 1, you are going to master your daily tasks. So day 1, I want you to learn the main navigation. Your left sidebar is organized by business function. So we have products, all of your jewelry, your orders, sales and shipping, your customers who are your buyers, the analytics, which shows you how you're doing in your business. And honestly, that's 90% of what you need. Day 2, you're going to master product management. So This is where we have all your products. It shows your inventory, your collections, groups like them, like necklaces and earrings. Inventory is going to help you track stock levels, and I don't want you to overthink this. Day 3, you're going to understand order processing orders section. So new orders usually appear at the top. You're going to click any order to see the details and mark it as fulfilled. If it says unfulfilled, it shows what needs to ship. Week 2, we're going to get efficient. So day 4, we're going to use the search function. That search bar at the top finds everything. Products, customers, orders, and even settings. So you're going to use Control K or CMD plus K on a Mac to open the search instantly, and that alone is going to save you hours. Day 5, we're going to focus on learning bulk actions. So selecting multiple products for orders, using the checkboxes, then using bulk actions. Essentially when you're updating the prices or processing multiple orders at once. Day 6, we're going to set up your dashboard. So we're going to customize your home screen to show you what you actually care about, recent orders, low inventory alerts, top products, and we're going to remove everything else. Day 7 is your mobile app setup, the Shopify POS. So we're going to download the Shopify POS system, the app. It is perfect for checking orders while you're at a jewelry show or updating inventory when you're in your studio or processing sales. And we're going to talk a little bit about the 7 functions that you actually need as a jewelry business owner. So you need to be able to add new products. You're going to go to products, all products, add a product. You also need to be able to check inventory levels. To do this, you're going to go to products and then inventory. You're going to need to be able to process orders. So what you're going to do is go to orders, click order number, and fulfill. And then to find customer information, all you're going to do is go to customers and then search their name. If you need to update shipping rates, you're going to go to settings, then shipping and delivery. And if you need to check your sales numbers, you're going to go to analytics and then the dashboard. To install the apps, you're going to go to the App Store. So you go to apps and then Shopify App Store. And there are also a couple of quick shortcuts that can save you time. So Control plus K is going to help you search everything instantly. G and P is going to jump to products. Pretty obvious, that one. G and O is going to help you jump to your orders. G and C is going to help you jump to your customers. And I don't want you to try learn every shortcut. Just these 4 is going to make everything when you're working on Shopify so much faster. Now, there's common business tasks that you have as a jewelry business owner. So when you get a custom order, which I think a lot of you may deal with, you're going to go to orders, create an order, add customer info and products manually. When you have low inventory, you're going to go to products, inventory, adjust quantities, or you can just set it up as lows with low stock alerts. When you're at a show, you can use the mobile app to process sales and update inventory in real time. And when you need shipping labels, you're going to go to orders, click order, print shipping label if you have Shopify shipping. You know, the reality is learning to navigate Shopify efficiently isn't about being tech savvy. It's about not letting your platform slow down your business. I have seen jewelry business owners spend an hour every day just trying to find basic functions. I've also seen people manage 6-figure stores in 20 minutes a day because they know exactly where everything is. And the difference here isn't talent or experience, it's that someone took the time to actually learn the system instead of muddling through it forever. Your beautiful jewelry deserves a business owner who can focus on creating and selling, not someone who's constantly frustrated by basic admin tasks. So here's what you need to do. This week, I want you to spend 15 minutes each day just clicking around one section of Shopify. On Monday, the products; on Tuesday, orders; Wednesdays, customers; Thursday, settings; and Friday, analytics. And I want you to practice those 7 essential functions that I just listed. Time yourself, because by Friday, you should be able to do each one in under a minute. And then in week 3, we're going to set up your shortcuts, customize your dashboard, and download the mobile app. Make Shopify work for your specific jewelry business. You're going to be using Shopify for months or years to run your business, so you can either spend that entire time fighting the interface, or you can invest a few hours right now to master it completely. Most people choose to stay frustrated because they think they don't have time to learn properly, and they'd rather waste 10 minutes every single day for the rest of the year than spend 3 hours this week learning how to do it right. So don't be most people. The question isn't whether you can learn this, because of course you can. The question is whether you're going to keep wasting time on navigation when you could be growing your sales. So stop clicking around randomly, stop feeling frustrated every time you log into your admin, and stop letting the platform slow down your business. I want you to master Shopify navigation, take control of your tools, and run your jewelry business like the professional you are. And now that you know how to navigate Shopify efficiently, here's what's probably going to frustrate you next. You'll set up your store perfectly, you'll know exactly where everything is, but you'll still be getting barely any sales. You'll have visitors coming to the product pages, but they're just looking and leaving without buying anything. And this is the gap that kills most jewelry businesses. They master the technical setup, but they never learn what actually makes people click add to cart. I see store owners with beautiful, professional looking stores making $200 a month because they just don't understand the psychology of online jewelry sales. So in my next video, I'm going to break down the exact product page structure that turns browsers into buyers. You're going to see the 5 elements that every high converting jewelry product page must have, plus the 3 mistakes that are costing you sales right now. So if you want to turn your perfectly organized store into a sales machine, watch this video next and I'll see you there.